In this video, I just wanted to talk about why I've been riding the bikes I've been riding, let people know that's new to the channel or that's been around for a while what my direction is and why I do what I do. If you've been around for a while, you know I started about 4 years ago mountain biking, and I started on a Trek Marlin 6. I had a pawn shop bike before that. It wasn't a mountain bike, it was just a commuter bike. But that's what got me into biking. Then I upgraded from that to the Trek Marlin 6, and that's when I knew I loved mountain biking, and I knew I was going to be wanting to do this long term and upgrade bikes eventually and do all that fun stuff. And as we all start off with the budget hardtail, most of us, and then we upgrade to full suspension, or that's the goal is, oh, I have to upgrade to a full suspension. And I had that mindset going into mountain biking when I first started, and I'm sure a lot of you have as well. But as I've mountain biked more and more, as I've gotten more experience, I've been going on a backwards trajectory as far as the bikes, which is weird. I have all the selection of bikes I want as far as hardtail, full suspension, gravel bikes, all that kind of stuff. And I always find myself wanting to ride the most budget friendly and the most practical option possible. I don't even ride my full suspensions no more, which is crazy to say. I can't even believe I don't. I will when I go to the bike parks, but if I don't have to ride a full suspension, I don't. And the reason for that is when I go to the trails, I don't want to be messing with my bike doing all this crazy stuff. I gotta air up the shock, I gotta check the suspension, I gotta do all of that. It's just added layers. All I want to do is ride bikes. I don't want to be dealing with all that. And I know a lot of people enjoy it. They love dialing in the bikes and doing all that tinkering and stuff. I get it, trust me. When I played baseball, I wanted my glove a certain way. I didn't really go into all the oil in my glove and all that kind of stuff. I just wanted to know it worked. It worked how I wanted to work, and I'm ready to go. And that's kind of how I am with the bikes. And I'm gonna just be real. I think it's funny when people talk negative about cheap bikes or budget bikes. Everybody don't want an expensive bike. Everybody can't afford an expensive bike or the nicest parts. A lot of people, such as myself, just want to get on a practical, functional bike that works and gets the job done and have fun. Me, I like to enjoy the scenery, all the other stuff that comes with biking, not just the bike itself. And another thing is, I've really loved riding rigid bikes. And that's because as you upgrade with full suspensions and enduro bikes and all these big travel bikes, to get the full potential and to feel like you're having fun on those bikes, you really got to push them hard, which means you have to push yourself hard. And I'm not as young as I was before, and I don't heal as fast as I used to. And the thing about rigid bikes is I can turn green trails into blue-black trails, which is awesome. I don't have to do big drops. I don't have to do anything like that. I don't have to even get off the ground. I just ride on the trail, and every little bump is an obstacle for me on a rigid bike, which makes the trail fun. It gives you that level of difficulty if that's what you're looking for. So all around, rigid bikes just make more sense for the way I ride, and that's why I ride them, because I don't have to really take huge risks to get an adrenaline rush if that's what I'm looking for. Another cool thing that I love about riding budget bikes, I don't like saying budget bikes. Non-expensive, well, all bikes are expensive if you really think about it. Regular bikes, let's just say regular bikes. Another reason why I like riding regular bikes is because I want you to look at the bike I'm riding and feel like, oh, that's not hard to attain, or that's something that's practical, or I can see myself on. You don't see me on the top-notch bikes. I'll do some reviews on them just because if I see something cool like a Trek, that Trek Slash is still sick. I still like that. I wouldn't personally spend my money on it, but if somebody gave it to me, oh hell yeah, I'm taking it. But I wouldn't go spend my money on a bike like that. That's just too much money. I like that I can relate to the average rider, and that's big to me, because a lot of you probably don't know I play professional baseball, and that was a humbling experience, which is kind of crazy because I came from a small town in Arkansas. Pine Bluff, Arkansas is not known for good things, and you would think that's a humbling experience, but me being a professional athlete was a humbling experience, because it shows you that you don't need the best things to excel to the high levels. Because I didn't have the best things, I didn't have all the resources. I made do with what I had, and I made it to play professional baseball. And that's kind of how I treat biking. And that's not on purpose, it's just the way I am. I just get on a bike. If it's functional, it's fun, I just have fun on it. I don't need the fancy, upgraded, high-end parts, highest level suspension. That stuff is crazy. I'm no way interested in that kind of stuff. I'm not knocking you for liking those high-end bikes and super nice bikes, trust me. They are nice and are worth riding, a lot of fun. But when it comes to spending my hard-earned money on it or giving someone else advice on what bike they should get, 90% of the time it don't make sense for most people. 95% of people won't ever get the full potential out of those bikes. And the funny thing is this is too funny. I always hear people talking about, oh, those Walmart bikes are gonna break. I mean, I don't ride Walmart bikes every day. I just like to ride them to show people that, hey, you could take these out on the trail and still have fun. But it's funny that they talk about how these types of bikes are gonna break. And then I'll talk to, like, say a buddy or see some stuff online where, oh, I can't ride today. I gotta go fix my frame, or my wheel broke or something like that. And they pay $1,100 for these wheels. It's just so funny. I'm like, dude, it don't matter how much you pay for the bike. Cheap parts, expensive parts, they all break. Yeah, some might break faster than others, but for you to just say, oh, that's gonna break, everything on your bike is gonna break eventually. So I never understood that. And like I said, 95% of the people won't even push the bikes to the limits to even be breaking stuff. Usually when you break stuff, it's because you don't ride with finesse and you don't really know how to ride the bike. You just smash through everything. And a lot of times people break stuff because they don't know how to ride the bikes. And that's why you don't see me breaking stuff on my bikes, because I ride rigid bikes, I ride hardtails. So when I get on the full suspension, I'm just gliding over the trails because I'm so used to picking the best lines and avoiding these treacherous obstacles where I'm just not bashing wheels and bashing chain rings and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's funny. But I just wanted to address this because I just don't think a lot of people understand what my goal is on this channel. It's to relate to you, majority of the people, not the people that's riding these super expensive bikes, because that's not what I'm interested in. I want to relate to the average rider that's just going out there trying to have fun. If you have a nice bike, that's awesome. If you have a cheap bike, that's awesome. I don't care what you have, we can go ride. But I don't judge people by the bikes they ride. Some people even look at me when I go to the trail with the rigid bike or even a hardtail sometimes. A lot of people just think I automatically don't know how to ride because I'm not riding a full suspension. I'm like, dude. And then I see them riding a full suspension. I'm like, you do not need a full suspension, especially the way you ride. You need to be on a hardtail learning how to ride the bike. I'm not no professional, but I know for a fact that a lot of these people riding these big long travel bikes do not need all that. I don't normally do these sit down videos, but when I feel like I gotta get something off my chest, not in a negative way, this is all uplifting, positive. That's the energy I'm trying to project. I just want people to understand what I'm doing and why I do what I do, because I know a lot of people want me to ride my Trek Roscoe 9. I'm riding that tomorrow. So video should be out Sunday, riding the Trek Roscoe 9. So it's long awaited, it's coming. But I just want you to know that I'm not really interested in riding the super expensive bikes no more. That's dead to me, honestly. I want to ride relatable, practical bikes. Yeah, I'll pull my full suspensions out here and there, but for the most part, I just want to ride working, functional bikes that fit the style of riding that I'm doing. I don't really need to overbike or underbike. I like to ride a bike that's suited best for the situation that I'm in. And I don't just want to get to the trailhead messing with all this kind of stuff. It's already difficult enough dealing with the tire pressure, the tubeless stuff. That's enough for me. And even the drivetrain, oil in the chain and everything like that. But to add suspension and all those different layers to it, it's just too much. And I just want to ride my bike, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the people around me, and just have a good time. And I'm not trying to be tinkering with my bike all the time. I just want to grab my bike, throw it on a rack, and head to the trail. So in conclusion, that's why I've been riding the bikes that I ride, because I don't really want all the complicated parts. I just want the bike to work, I want to ride, and I want to have fun. Simple as that. And that's what I want you to do too. So that's why I show you how I ride, so you can see how easy it is to go out there, have fun. You don't need all these complicated parts. But people take it so serious. I don't get it. I've been a competitive athlete my whole life, and I'm just over that stage in my life. I wanna have fun and make it simple as possible. Make sure you stay tuned for the Trek Roscoe 9, because it's coming hopefully Sunday, because I'm taking it out tomorrow, and we should be having a video out for you. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. I had fun using this green screen. I'm gonna try to use it more often. Still trying to get the lights figured out. We got a lot going on. So I just wanted to update you on what's going on and let you know what my plans are moving forward. I want simplicity, what'd I say? Affordability and simplicity. I know the Breezer Thunder is like $1,800, but it's worth it because you don't ever have to worry about that bike breaking. But other than that, I think that's it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with the Trek Roscoe 9.